Hello and welcome to Sox Addicts Podcast, your safe place to find support for your Red Sox addiction, your Red Sox PTSD, your Red Sox joy, your Red Sox pain. We're just here to support one another. I am here with my co-hosts, Christina and Liz. They are the Soxiest fans you could ever find. Thank you for joining us and enjoy the show. Hello.
Enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show.
I enjoy the show. I'm like,
Enjoy
reunited and it feels so good.
That was so funny. Oh my God. I missed you guys.
Same.
Yep.
But
So-
it's been terrible though this off season.
Oh yeah, off season was not fun.
I know Christina was she was a little happy because she was into football.
My football.
Oh yeah, I don't have that
I was in
distraction.
the corner like this,
Yeah.
rocking back and forth.
But I mean, yes, but it's, because I'm my football person too. So it was good because at least I had that. But of course, it's only on Sunday. So then the rest of the days, I'm like, okay, I need my baseball. And then Sunday would come up, okay, I got football today. And then it would be over. And I'm like, dang, I need my baseball. Like, at least baseball, when it starts, you get used to that almost every day. Like,
Yes.
I know they have to have an off day here and then, but even when they have an off day, I'm like, really? The guys need to rest. They want to rest. I need a game.
I know. So it's been hard. I've been waiting. I've been counting even for spring training. I was like, please, I just
I
need
know.
a little fix of baseball. Like when is it going to start? So
And the only thing with spring training that's so hard for me is because I'm at work and all the games, they're all day games.
Oh, yeah, me too.
They all start at 12. So I'm like having it on, I'll put it on my computer, but I'm teaching at that time. So I just have it on mute. And when I walk by my desk, I'm like peeking, and then coming back. The kids are like, what are you doing? I'm like, nothing.
I have it at work too, just there. And if I can hear it, yes. But sometimes I miss, a bunch of innings, and then I'm like, and then I can't see. So I'm like, okay.
But just at least we get to see some of it. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And they're starting soon. What, 20? Just a couple days, 20 something, 24, 25.
Let me see. Today is the 3rd,
Yeah,
right?
it's usually has it on our
25
phone.
days. It's 25 days.
Yeah.
And then it's over with. Then we're really going to be on these games.
Yep. So,
were you guys able to catch today's game?
25.
I didn't, but I saw we won.
I did. Yes. I watched all. I watched yesterday's and today's.
Yeah, I watched some of today, and I mean, we won, but I still think that there is, definitely pitching is an issue.
Hey, look, we have a surprise guest.
Ooh.
And I will start the intro. It's he's a legend, a Red Sox legend.
Stop it.
Oh,
yes.
I think I might know.
Add him to the stage.
Yes!
Hello.
That was quick. I wouldn't expect it to be that fast.
Oh my!
Well, I was like, just let him be in the whole thing. Why not? I mean,
Why not?
We're structured here. We just talk. That's it.
Yeah, I thought we were gonna have some time to work on lighting and sound and all that, but I guess we're just like
Hey, you're over
jumping
there.
right in it.
You don't
I
have
haven't put my hat on yet. I've been laying around all day being
Your
lazy.
hair looks good. Your hair looks good.
Yes, it looks
good.
good.
Yeah, you have the natural good lighting over there. That's great.
Hey, he has the waves going on. It looks like he's in nice weather back there.
Well, it's Arizona during the springtime, so it's always nice.
Nice weather. Yeah.
No fair.
Oh, that's exciting.
Oh,
So
What did I miss?
nothing. We were just talking about the off season and how it's been, a little lacking.
You know what the best part of the off season is?
Are you available to pitch?
Yeah, no, I can barely.
How about like one of your sons, maybe somebody?
Well, yeah. Well, I got a lefty that's almost ready, but not yet.
All right.
Couple more
So
years.
What's the best thing about off season?
It's over.
That's true.
Right?
Exactly. Baseball
now
season.
you put everything behind us, and
Exactly.
team's almost set, and then you go out and play the games and see what happens.
Yeah. Yep. So what have you been up to? You did fantasy camp, right? Like.
Yeah, we had 3 weeks of Red Sox fantasy camp, which is comprised of 1 week of women, 2 weeks of men, and that was a great time. It's really one of the highlights of my year. So
yeah,
Awesome.
no major injuries. We lost in the finals of the women's, and then the semifinals of both men's camps. So we're We were close, just couldn't get it done.
Yeah, that's fun. I love looking, like Bob Connors posts a lot of pictures of it and all the people, and it just looks so fun.
Yeah. Well, you guys should get out there one year.
That would be amazing.
We need
should
to plan
Sox
that.
Addicts podcast at Fantasy Camp. Hey,
Right?
Ooh, that'd be amazing.
Then it's a write-off, right? You say you're going down for business, and then you write off.
There we go. True.
I like the way you think. That's good.
But I mean, are you available for pitching though? Because
No, I don't. I did throw to my girls one day, and I couldn't even finish. I started the fifth inning. It's the fifth inning. One of the innings, I started getting the funk a little bit and started bouncing it in there, and it's like, oh gosh. Alan Embry had to come in and help me finish that inning. So
it's okay. We only need for 2 innings, 3 tops, and at least we have some leeway there. At least.
Yeah. Well, but I can't throw it easy when I do throw. I have to kind of zip it a little bit to have any control, and then it's it might hit you. It might be in the other batter's box. So. Like I said, I'm done. You know what? I have no problem being done with pitching. It's that part of my life is closed.
Yeah.
Oh.
At Fantasy Camp, what do you pitch? Like you did start pitching, but what else did you do there?
Well, we coach, so the former players are the coaches. So you're constantly, because it's not like you're dealing with professional athletes. These are just regular people out there having a good time. So you're constantly moving people around, helping them with situations, base runners, and it's I love my teams. It's a great, like I said, highlight of my year, but it's almost like deal with little kids. Like you're like, no, you got to go over there. No, get off the line. We only have 3 outfielders. You can't play on the left field line. Like, so you're always you're always doing something. You're always on the move, helping the guys out, and you teach a little bit. And, sometimes you got to get some encouragement. Sometimes you got to give a little ass chewing. So there's, you learn your personalities, who you can get on, and and who needs kind of the back pat.
Modeling, yeah.
Sounds like being a teacher.
Yeah, I mean it is like like I said, it's like dealing with kids.
Yeah,
they pay a lot more. They pay a lot more tuition now.
Yeah. So I'm still like fingers crossed for Jordan Montgomery. But
is he still available? Really at this point?
And Snell and Jordan Montgomery are still available. And
that's
hopefully like who he's, but they both have Boris as their agent. And I think that,
that's one of those things. It's, good for the players. It's, it's because when you get good agents like that, they get you as much as they can, but sometimes it does kind of hurt the game a little bit, but that's the business of baseball.
Exactly.
I mean, any idea what he's looking for? Like,
I think he's wanting more years.
They always want to extend it out.
They want to extend. Snell also turned down a deal with the Yankees. It wasn't long. No, it wasn't what he wanted.
He wants more years. They want more years.
Yeah. Are you sure? Are you sure?
His wife is doing something here. What? Huh?
Austin, are you sure Montgomery doesn't want a Dunkies card? Somebody could put in that on Twitter.
Exactly.
He was looking for a Costco membership and Dunkies card. I was like, no.
You get one of them jackets. Yeah. Get him the little munchkin. That's the thing you get. You get the drink with the munchkin, little skewer in it, huh? That's what you get, Liz.
Dunkies. Yes.
Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah. That's fun.
Man.
Man, if he comes in, if he does well, just give him his own store.
Yeah.
Here you go. You can have one of the other 42,000 stores in the metropolitan Boston area.
Yeah.
We're all still, I think we all still have our fingers crossed that we get him, but I don't even want to get my hopes up anymore, because it's like
I don't want to get my hopes up, but I also am still hoping.
I know.
But the thing is, you also got to be careful. It's like, I don't watch a whole lot of baseball. I mean, Melissa, you know this, but I really haven't even heard of the guy before last year.
Yeah.
So we also got to make sure that we're not going to go out and dump, 5 years, $150 million on a guy. It's like, he's not the savior.
I know. Yeah,
he could be, but I mean, like I said, that's why I'm not a GM. That's why I'm sitting in my backyard and not in Florida. So, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But, yeah.
Well, that's a lot of people were mad at things that Heim did, but I always say hindsight is 2020 because I think he knew there's guys.
That's cute.
He
That's
had
cute.
like, he had something in mind, and look at the people that he did acquire, and they're good,
Yeah.
But
Well, the one thing also is like we're not in the meetings, we're not with John Henry.
No.
And we can't.
I think they wanted to cut costs at a point, and I think that was one thing that Chaim had and again, this is my opinion, had very harsh lines, right? We're not going to cross this. We're not going to go out and spend $350 million, right? Let's try the Tampa way. Let's see what we can't find out there. We gave that a couple years, and all of a sudden the natives start to get restless, and it's like, oh, okay, and I think ownership is like, okay, that's not going to work. Let's go with kind of the bringing Craig in. I think it's kind of maybe a Theo part 2-ish. Maybe we can kind of hit that home run with him again, and you kind of find that talent. And I still don't think they want to spend a lot of money because
no,
they didn't.
I agree with that.
So
they're
not at all.
Sometimes when you start a new chapter, you're like, okay, this one's going to be better.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see.
That was like clean year, clean slate, but I don't see anything good. And then our new guy, Grissom, the one that we acquired,
he just got injured.
He already has an injury. He pulled a groin. Yeah. So now
we have Reyes. I think Reyes could play.
I love Reyes.
I love him. Yeah.
Reyes can play. Like, so
I love like his personal. I just love everything about him, though.
But who's doing good, y'all? Who's doing good? Sale is doing good with the
I did see that.
Oh, yeah.
I did see that.
Where's he at again?
Of course.
Braves.
She lives in Georgia.
we've also seen that, it's like I love Chris Sale.
We've seen his ups and then we've seen his down. We've seen Psycho Cell, and it's Psycho Cell, and we all love Psycho Cell because Psycho Cell gets out there and just, and then we've seen the Cell that gets hurt or gets, this and that. So I mean, he started off good for us. Remember, even last year when he was with us in the beginning of the season, we were all, Psycho Cell's back, and then he has his up and down. He's a roller coaster.
Well, during fantasy camp, we heard this. I think he's only made half of his scheduled starts that he should have over 4 or 5 seasons. I don't remember how it was. And it's like you think of like that. It's like, you're only half. Make only half. And that's why the Red Sox, maybe that's why the White Sox are done with them.
I always said he's too skinny. Put some more meat on your bones, dude.
I need some meat down here. I'm gonna give him some Southern food. Atlanta's happy with Sale. They're all cheering for him. He was there at they had a little event to meet the players. He was there. I didn't get to go because it started raining, and I was like, I'm just gonna sit there and watch, But some friends were there, and he looked so happy. He looked excited. I know the last couple games that he's been pitching well, and maybe that's what he needed. I'm like, at the end of the day, let him do what he likes to do. So I wish him luck.
But last season,
that team's good. That lineup, it's like the Monstars from Space Jam. That's when they come up with their lineup. That's them to me.
Well, when you're making $35-40 million, it's kind of hard to not be happy.
Yeah.
That's
makes things a lot better.
Yeah.
But
that's what I'm missing.
They have a great lineup. All of them.
Oh God, yes.
Players
with the Cunha Juniors, Albies, all of them.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
I'll be there in May. I hope that Sale pitches when I go there to see them against the Red Sox on the 7th. They're coming 7th and 8th.
Give them voodoo.
Yeah.
Tell them not too good.
That gives them 6 weeks to get hurt, though. That's
Well, I mean, and I know I joke around about him always, even last year or the season before, I was always like, he needs meat on his bone. Like, this dude is so, because like when he, fell off his bike and broke his wrist, I'm like, how many times I've fallen off my bike and I put my hand to land out and I do not break my wrist? And I'm like, you need some milk or something, dude. You're like, come on.
Did you guys see the meme that they posted?
Give him some magnesium and some calcium.
No, they posted a meme about him riding to spring training to Atlanta on his bike and falling off his bike.
Oh no!
I lost it. I was like, oh my god.
Oh no!
Here we go.
I mean, it's like he's just.
But I mean, everybody's doing good. Even Kike, he got re-signed again with the Dodgers, and he'd be doing the little hip thing, and I'm like, oh, now your hip is working, huh? Now
you just wanted to go back home.
Yeah,
he's fine. The one that hurt me though is JT. I did not want Justin Turner to go. I love JT.
He didn't play
I
today.
thought they would sign him back. I thought he was
I
really
did,
good here.
and it's just he wasn't asking for a lot. That's the thing. Like he was not asking for a lot. He knows he's older. He knows that he really loved Boston. His wife Courtney loves Boston. They were doing so much for it, and because I listened to her pod, and I really, he didn't ask for a lot, and I was like, oh, we couldn't just give him that.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but don't they want Yoshida to be DH a lot more this year?
And so I hope JT
that's
does.
why.
Yeah, I hope Turner does awesome in Blue Jays, though. I really do. I know that they're in our division and stuff, but I wish him the best because I like him. I got nothing.
We beat them today, so they really got nothing on us. All right, just FYI.
Spring training, Liz. It's only spring training.
March 3rd. Yeah,
it's spring training. It's early.
So when you were in spring training, like how long, like how far through it were you just sick of being there? Did it get too much?
March 1st.
You just want to play for something that's actually meaningful.
Yeah, the first 2 weeks was nice because you got to see your boys again and you got back out there. But after a while of taking PFPs and stuff, you're like, let's just get started.
You just want to play for, you want it to be a meaningful, I mean, like for something, I could totally see that. Yeah.
Where do you do spring training at both places that you did in Arizona and there? Like, because you were.
Yeah. So, the only 3 years I was in Florida were the 3 years with Boston. So all the other, I mean, I don't even know how many spring trainings, 12, 13, 14 spring trainings were all in Arizona.
Where did you prefer? Arizona. Which place did you like better?
Oh, Arizona's so much better.
Yeah, it's not humid.
Well, everything is, even though, even back in the day with the White Sox, we were down in Tucson, but it was nice because the team would come up and play a couple days in Phoenix. And so they'd let some of the veteran guys who lived in Phoenix, they'd be like, you guys just go home, stay at home and meet us in Peoria or meet us in Scottsdale, whatever, for the games. And so you get a little 2-3 day trip back to the house. And
that was always nice.
But now that all the teams are in the Phoenix metro area, I think the longest trip is hour and 15 minutes.
Wow. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all.
Much.
You going
the weather tends to be better.
Do you go to any of those games?
I think I'm gonna go see one tomorrow.
Oh, awesome.
Go see Victor in the Padres. Go over there and say hello to him.
Oh, nice.
That'll be nice.
Say hello to our friend Xander.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh God,
that was sad. I cried.
Yeah, we got superstars scattered all over the place. Huh?
Yeah, we really do.
We'll never get over Mookie, guys.
Dodgers are basically the Red Sox. Like, that's who they are. Like, well,
the thing with Mookie is what I heard he didn't want to. He wanted to play somewhere warmer. He didn't want to play in Boston long term.
Yeah.
So it was almost. This is what I heard. I mean, this is off the streets. It was more of his decision. Like, the Red Sox pretty much knew, I think, early, and that's why, gave him plenty of time to try and recover something. Make it worth their while to let him go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's my ultimate favorite that plays at this point, no matter what. Even I know Christina's done with him, but I'm not. I had my dog.
You better be. We got to start finding the new stars.
Yeah. That's true. Yeah, I can't root for
like I said, she says that I'm done with him because Mel knows me so well. It's like I said, I mean, I love Justin Turner and I was sad to see him go. But at the same time, once a player, I'm a Red Sox girl. I mean, I'm born and raised. I've been a Red Sox fan for 48 years. I mean, it's been a long time. So it's like, I love this player. But then once they go, I'm like, okay, bye.
Like, she's like,
bye. Like,
she's like, go.
I know. I cry over Mookie.
This is my team now. I'm for the team. You know what I'm saying? So the players that are on my team that's who I'm going for. I mean, like I said, I don't wish them harm, and I wish them the best. And I hope JT does good with the Blue Jays. But when we play them, I hope we strike them out. I mean,
what about
Verdugo, Christina? Because he's a Yankee now.
Is that where he went? Yeah, I wasn't even sure where he went.
Yeah. We got some.
I loved Verdugo when he was with the Red Sox, but I also knew
trash talk.
Well, I knew he had a little bit of an attitude when he was with us. Like that day that, remember, he got scratched from the lineup because he showed up late. And then his excuse was, "Oh, I forgot what time the game started." Yeah. You don't fucking forget what time your game starts. This is your job. I'm sorry.
Not in the big leagues, you don't.
No, you don't. And
especially in Boston, every channel you turn on, Yeah, it's like
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nesson starts their pregame 8 hours before the game starts.
Yes.
You know, it's
Yeah.
like
And then, so Cora, of course, and him had they said a little, behind, in the clubhouse, whatever.
closed
And
door meeting.
yeah.
Oh,
And he scratched him. He was a late scratch from the lineup, and he was all upset, because he showed, well, no, I'm sorry. And then of course there was people who were like, oh, well, you shouldn't have scratched him because he's doing good. And I'm like, but he's the manager. And this is where the teacher part of me comes in. I'm like, if he lets him get away with it, then another guy's going to get away with it, or another player's going to do it later on down the road. Like, you're the manager. These are the rules. You have to be here at this time to have your batting practice in, to have your practice, and to get started. You don't show up at this time, and then you want to say, oh, it's because I forgot what time the game started. No, I'm scratching you too. I don't care if you're my best player. Like, I'm setting precedent. Like, this is.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
most managers only have 2 rules: show up on time, give me 100%. Right?
Yeah.
And that's another time he took him
Pretty
out.
much 2 rules on every team, right?
Yeah.
And that literally was his excuse. Like, that was his excuse. Oh, that's what he said. Because, I just forgot what time the game started. I thought it was a 7:00 game, not a 3. I'm like, no. You know what time you play. Like,
That's crazy.
that was BS.
Well, now
I
he's happy. He's a pinstripe. Just like Ben Affleck said, blinded by the pinstripes.
And
and then he's all shaved.
shaved.
Yeah.
He looks like a.
He probably won't be able to wear all this chains and that stuff.
Yeah, his like grill.
Oh,
and stuff.
he can't.
I think you regulate a lot of that stuff. Maybe like a 2-chain maximum. I don't know what it is.
I don't know.
They're strict. They just don't seem to be on that team.
But the first thing I thought of too, Melissa, is, do you remember when we were at the Red Sox Yankee game, and our friends from behind us that we met there that were from New York?
Yeah.
The big New York fans, the man with the leather jacket.
Booing Stanton, yeah.
But remember, the worst player he said on the team was, he hated Verdugo, and I'm like, no, it's his player.
Oh, that's funny.
Because remember, he kept saying, every time Verdugo come up to bat, he's like, oh, that's one player I can't stand. He has such a horrible attitude. I'm so glad he's not on my team. And then I was like, oh, there's going to be a really happy Yankee fan now. He's like, that's the first person I thought of.
Right in with the attitude. It was like Yankee, so
he just has a little bit of an attitude, a little bit of a.
I'm okay though. I'm okay with him gone.
I was fine. You're gone.
Yeah, we kind of need though.
Yeah,
I didn't like that they got Juan Soto though.
Oh, and he hit a home run today. Did you see? It was all over. As soon as he hit his home run, everybody was like, "Oh, we need to be careful." I was like, "Lord, here we go." Here we go.
Another ego guy.
I didn't like that. Yeah. That's the thing, though. They have too many ego players on the team. I think that's why they end up
the evil
falling down sometimes.
Judge is not like that though. He's a little more humble though. Every time they interview him, Aaron Judge.
Oh, I like it.
I like Judge. I like Judge as a player.
I have never liked a Yankee player. He's the only Yankee that I've ever said that I liked.
They should have wrote the check to him, and he should be playing in Boston this year.
Yeah,
right. They had a shot at him.
But he has a long-term deal with them, right? How many years did they do?
Yeah, he got a big deal.
He has his own name in the stadium, Judge section, whatever. He has his own name in there.
The Chambers.
Yeah. I'm like, okay. Yes.
I know.
So
we have some questions or like from our followers, and the overweight underdog, we've had him on. Said, if you could talk to John Henry, what would you want to say to him? I'll let y'all answer that. I let Christina go first.
Any of us? I would just say, like, I don't know. I would say, quite haven't you gotten me a picture probably? But I mean, he's gonna have an answer because they have their thing. But I would actually say, like, dude, open the wallet. Let's go. Write the check. Come on. Come on. Like, no, but I just really wish we would have picked up at least one more pitcher. Our rotation's still kind of scaring me at the moment.
Yeah. What about you, Liz? What would you say to him?
3 words: sell the team. I wish you would have told me so I can write it down. Little cards.
How quickly you forget.
I just think he needs to have a little bit. He needs to worry more about baseball. He needs to worry more about our team. At the end of the day, he needs to get good players. He needs to invest. If you want to, he talks about we want a great team. We want to, a championship. Well, then for that, you need to invest in good players. You need to spend money. So I just don't understand why this is not happening. Nothing in the offseason at all. We got minors. We got just AAA. So to me, it's just crazy. So please get the wallet, get the check. Just let me write it for you if you want. Crazy.
Yeah.
Can you write out that many numbers though? That's a lot of numbers. That's
I don't
a big
even
check.
know how many numbers.
Most people have never written a check that big.
No,
But
I've
hey,
never.
maybe that's why Theo is kind of hanging out on the edges, you know?
Yeah,
Maybe it's a way just to, kind of a sounding board if they ever need questions, it's like, hey,
Yeah.
what do you think? What do you
Yeah.
think? So,
yeah.
I have to have faith that they know what they're doing. But I did want another pitcher at least.
Oh,
just
they know what
because
they're
my
doing.
rotation. But
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, yeah. But
It's
but like I said, this has been my team all my life, so I just always
yeah,
like
all the people saying boycott and all that stuff. I'm like,
I could
No,
never.
whoever says it needs to
spoiled
stop.
are you?
I could never.
There
Like,
was a lot of people that said
spoiled.
that.
How can you be that we're not doing well now, but look where we've been.
All I know
mean,
that it's okay.
2004,
I'm in
2007,
Georgia and I'm still flying to Fenway to watch a game. I don't care how much it costs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit there. I'm still gonna sit there,
Yeah.
so it doesn't even matter.
And
Yep.
you think about how quickly people forget, I played in Boston for 7, 8, 9 years before I played for Boston. And so the enthusiasm around town and at the games was always so incredible. They didn't have very good teams coming up through the,
Yeah.
through the 2000s, 90s,
Yeah.
right? They were pretty low and the stadium was packed. But
Yeah.
like you said, it's like you get 4 championships in a span, all of a sudden that
Spoiled.
in turn with how the game has changed, society's changed, right?
Mhm.
It's ever since now everybody's like, oh, we want a championship. Well, even if you write the check,
Yeah.
they don't
Yeah,
give you
that
the
doesn't-
trophy right there. Hey,
Right.
Dodgers, you wrote the biggest check. Here you go. Congratulations. I mean, you still got
Yeah.
to play the game, right?
I know.
And
But
so,
it's like
people can't give up on the process. It's like they still have a chance to win. Last year,
agree.
they were in it for a long time until I think when you're talking about Verdugo and some of that stuff, because you could see that team was fighting. They plateaued, and all of a sudden it's like they just
Yeah.
what am I doing October 5th? They start to sit back and you can see how the team,
yes, I agree.
they were together for a long time and all of a sudden it just looks like they just kind of, scatter in the wind.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
And
we got good
it's-
ball players. There's no doubt
I
about
agree.
it,
Yeah.
And it's funny because every time the Dodgers would sign somebody new, I text my husband, "Oh my God, they got so-and-so." And my husband was like, "They still ain't gonna win. Don't worry about it, babe.
Yeah.
We got this. They can sign it. They can sign everybody. They're still gonna show. They're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do. Don't worry about it. They're gonna have too many." But I do agree with, because we're a big baseball fan. He says they got too many. Because if he's like, that's what we say gets wrong with the Yankees. You have too many superstars on one team,
Yeah.
and then it's like they're except with the exception of Judge, because I don't think he's like that, but they're not playing for a team. There's more, they start playing for themselves, like their stats, their numbers, their things. We don't need that. We need you to play as a team. Like, I'm playing for my players. I'm doing this for this. And sometimes a lot of those, when the one team has too many superstars, and then they start just kind of focusing on, like their numbers, their stats, their records. They're trying to break this record, get this record, get this record. And then I think when there's too many, Chiefs, it's just, that saying, it's just, So I like when we're always the team that's like an underdog and people are like, oh, and then this player comes out of nowhere and does something and they're like, whoa, who's this kid? Like, oh, I just like that's like, wow, like that. I love that. I've always loved that though.
Yeah, young
I mean, that's why I wait for
players with a dream are dangerous.
Yeah. We have a lot of
Let's
those.
build for the next 10 years.
And they're
we may have
hungry.
to sacrifice one or two. Let's build for the next decade.
But like my
kind of
husband
like the
says,
Astros did.
they're hungry, they're starving, they're hungry for it right now. They're
Yeah.
they're trying to make a point and prove themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Yeah. I have another question that's actually for me. It's somebody said, how are you liking living in Massachusetts so far? And how are you adjusting to the cold weather? I love Massachusetts. It is like, I love it. It's beautiful. And it's not been that cold. Everybody says that it's not cold. Like when you lived here, it was probably colder like than it is now. It's not bad. It's barely snowed. Did it snow a lot when you lived here? You
talking to me?
Yeah, you, Keith.
I've lived in Texas.
I lived up there for 3 years, and I think it only snowed, one or two times.
Oh, really?
In the 3 years that I was up there.
Yeah.
Well, this is only pre-COVID.
Oh, okay.
But obviously, I didn't live up here during the winter when I played.
Yeah, I know. No. It really hasn't been bad. It hasn't been bad, like at all. Like I when I first got here, I was coming from hot Texas where it was like 90 degrees and then it was in the 40s. So get to, like moving into my apartment, all that, I was cold. But once I got used to that, I was fine. And I got a heated blanket I sleep with and I have a little space heater just because I have huge windows in my apartment. So it's like it gets cold in there. So yeah. But yeah,
I think people just want you to get Dunkies now instead of Starbucks because they be getting on you when they see you with a Starbucks cup.
They do. They get mad. And if I got hot coffee, they get mad too. I'm like, I can drink hot coffee if I want to. I don't have to have iced coffee. But yeah, I get in trouble when I have my Starbucks instead of the Dunkin'.
I don't even like iced coffee. Sorry, people. I'm putting it out there.
Oh, I love it.
I do not like it. Coffee is not meant to be cold. I'm sorry. I'm old. And my life growing up,
Starbucks cold brew.
But I do get it hot sometimes. Like
no, I just will not drink it cold. But of course, I don't even drink coffee with creamer. I literally drink black coffee. That's it. I don't ever have any sugar in my coffee, any creamer, nothing. I literally just drink black coffee.
Yeah.
Black coffee.
At Starbucks, they have a pistachio cold brew, foam drink.
Oh yes, we tried that. Did you like it?
Oh, I loved it. I loved it. It's so good.
She's making a sour face, and you're like, "Oh my god,
I'm like,
I love it."
I literally take the lid off, and I'm like getting the foam off, and like with my finger, I'm a child, like with this.
Oh my god,
so good. So yeah, Dunkin's. You wanna? Oh no, sorry, Starbucks, not Dunkin'.
I'm a Dunkies girl.
You want to sponsor
Dunkies?
Yeah, depends on who's gonna pay for ad time. Then you start. Which way you're going, right?
Yeah, which way are we gonna go?
Dunkin' starts paying me. I'll be drinking that iced coffee. No, I'm just
all day.
I love iced coffee. No, I'm just kidding.
They have hot coffee too.
I know, but I'm just a plain black coffee girl. No flavors. No, just.
Well, it's better for you that way. Like the sugar and all that. That's what makes it bad. It's not good, but.
True.
So somebody else said, Bobby on Twitter said, Red Sox need to sign Snell. What are the chances?
That's long gone.
No chance. I mean, in a beautiful world, the Red Sox would get Snell and Montgomery.
Yeah.
And that would be a beautiful world.
But it's not a beautiful world and it's not happening, guys.
That's where you need players. It's like you need guys like, hey, you know what? I'll sign a 5-year deal. But same thing with Xander when he wanted to sign that long-term deal. It's like you're not going to pay the guy till he's 40 years old.
No.
And as much as I
fortunately
want,
I love
players,
Xander, but I get it. But yeah,
it's guaranteed.
Yeah.
Me at least I won in my first year, so it kind of gave me a little.
And then you got to remember. You got to remember.
Sucking.
But you got to remember, they gave Still a lot of money, and most of the time that they were paying him, the dude wasn't playing because he was hurt. Like so, I think they're.
Or David Price.
They don't want to put their eggs all in one basket and then something like that goes wrong. And I can understand that, because
are we still paying Sandoval? Or is that finally done?
I'm not sure.
I don't know because I felt like that was forever. That was a forever deal.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. I think we're just making sure we don't make those kind of mistakes again. I think they know what they're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
did watch the game today, of course, and Story finally got a hit because he's been slumping. But of course, he hasn't gotten his timing down yet, Mel. But like they said, if this was happening towards the end of spring training, then they might be a little bit more concerned. But it's very early in spring training, and he's just finally got to get his timing down. Because remember, he was out so much last season. And today he was finally putting the ball in play, and then he got a hit and stuff. So it looks like he's finally getting his timing, He's finally getting it down. So I like Story. So hopefully he'll do good this season.
Yeah.
He'll stay healthy, hopefully.
Liz loves Story.
I love Story. It's story time. I always say
and Devon stole a base and he said it felt good to push off his foot again. Because remember he broke his toe last year. Mm-hmm. And so he said that, that felt good and everything. So
Can we get Durant some hair product for his blonde hair?
Oh, leave him alone. He's very self-conscious about it. Leave him alone.
Duran?
Yes.
So how can you be self-conscious about something you did?
I'm just saying, the reason I say that is because
he sat in the chair and got that done.
And
the
then-
only reason I say that, though, I'm saying that now. I would have not even said that yesterday, but I said today's because today they did like an interview with him in between innings. Jeremiah did, and they asked him to take off his hat to show it, and he's
Yeah.
like, "No, not right now." And then they asked him, "Why'd you do it?" And he said, "Well, it was a change." He goes, "But if I keep getting a lot of negative thing, I think I might just go back." But then he talked about his therapy and going, and that's why he did it because like he just needed a change. And I was like, "Oh my God, he did this for like a therapy." Like, oh my God, we all need to leave him alone. The poor guy.
It was probably, hey, therapists say, put yourself out there a little bit. People accept it. I mean, I saw the game today, and I was like, "What the hayfire is that?" Like,
That's what my husband said.
My thing is like, what does your mother say? Does your mother like it? Because like, there's no way anybody who loves him looks at that and be like, "Come on, Jaron, you're better than that, buddy." He's a good-looking kid, put together. Like, you don't need
he is.
leave the poodle at home.
It
but-
looks crunchy and fried. I was like, "This, what is going on here? Somebody get some
He
oil."
probably did it all in one.
But
sitting,
he wouldn't.
you know what I
He
mean?
wouldn't take his hat off to show it. He would not.
No.
Have
He
you
would
ever seen
not.
those visors where people wear that have the crazy hair
Yes,
out of
yes,
the visor?
yes.
That's what it looked
Yes.
like. It looks like he put his helmet on and the blonde mullet was attached to the helmet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And he wouldn't. And then he said, if I keep getting a lot of negative, I might just change it back. And then he said like something about his therapist and this and that. And so I was like, oh, I guess like he was trying to maybe do something, and now he's like maybe he's a little.
He's a good kid, hell of a ball player.
Yeah.
It's like
Heck
just be you, right? Don't
be you.
Yeah. Yeah. He's
I don't care if his hair is blonde, purple, blue, orange. As long as he hits and runs and steals bases, I don't care what he does with his hair. Just freaking win games for me.
and catch the ball.
Catch the ball and catch the ball. Yes. As long as he can catch the ball in the outfield, not do this again, catch the ball and not be there and waiting for it. Like it goes behind you and like I'm over here yelling at the TV. You need to go get it. Run.
We forgot about that. We forgot about it because he did so well last year. I mean,
that's what I'm saying. As long as he does all this stuff, steals bases, gets on base, hits, catches the ball. I don't care what color your hair is.
Yeah, when he settles in and gets comfortable, he's going to be a dangerous player.
Casas
he
looks good.
He has everything he needs to dominate the league.
Oh yeah, and Casas looks really good.
Oh
yeah.
yes.
I love.
I wonder what
Casas.
his therapist says.
What is
He is his own therapist.
Obviously.
He's his own
I don't
being.
know.
But I mean, he's
Honest
been,
is
you could tell he's lost weight and he's been working out and he's focused and everything. So the only one I'm still mad at and I'm still not hyped on, and I'm sorry, Melissa, is, and you know who it is. And I mean, and I'll give him this season. If he plays with us, he better do good. But you know who I'm talking about. Bobby Dahlbeck.
Stop
I
it.
love Bobby.
King of spring bomb.
Mel loves Bobby.
He's the king of spring training. What are you talking about?
Yes.
Well, he strikes out and still does this. He strikes out and still goes every time.
Yep.
You didn't watch the game.
He's containing his emotions. He's not showing his emotions, right?
I don't know. He
But
just
he
has
went
not
down
proved.
he went down
He
to
has not
Pawtucket. or
proven
not
himself to
Pawtucket,
me
but
yet.
Worcester, God, he hit 30 jacks last year?
Yeah, he was crazy.
Yes, and then
He's
we
a
brought
great
him back
hitter.
up, and he did bad.
But he chokes when he's at Fenway. He's always in
It's
the
the pressure.
He's still, but you guys, it's like he's still relatively young. What's he, 25,
28.
26?
No, he's 28 or 29.
Is he?
He's old at baseball years. Yeah,
I don't know.
Oh.
he is.
I don't know. I just.
He is.
I mean, I have nothing against him as far as
I
personally.
feel like he could go to another
but-
team, like the Royals or something, and just play ball. Like he would do so well. I think it's the pressure of Boston. That's just a lot. Not everybody.
Yes, it could be that. It could be that. But I mean, you have to be under pressure. Come on now. You're a baseball player. I mean,
Yeah, you
you get it
True.
everywhere, you know?
True.
So you just gotta get used to just block the noise and just do you. But he never shows up when we need him. Bases loaded, struck out. Oh, man.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm just not a fan of Bobby D. I love Duran. I love
I
Casas.
am. So
I'm not a fan of Bobby D. So
he's a
is
good
Mel.
kid. I like when he gets this little curl. I don't know if
Yes.
anybody else knows. He looks like Clark Kent.
He does.
Yes.
I say that, and he looks like a 50s or 60s actor. Like he looks like
He does.
He does. He if baseball doesn't work out, he should go into acting. Just saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can he act like he can hit the ball?
Family is in something like that. There were some. What would you say? What'd you say?
That's a good one, huh, dude?
I said, can he act like he can hit the ball?
He could play a
That's
baseball
28
player.
guys. He's 28, so he's up there.
Yeah, he's 28.
Yep, he's 28.
I don't know. I mean, like I said,
But
off
look
the
at-
field,
but look
his
at,
attitude, I
but
love
if you
his
look at
attitude. Like, I
guys,
just
right?
wish he was, yeah.
how old are guys when in their prime years?
Yeah.
That's true.
Right?
They're
If you
like,
look at it, how many guys come up and dominate from 22 to 28? Right?
No.
You know,
It
Yeah.
takes a while.
you know, most
I
guys,
agree.
especially with pitchers, most guys are going to be your late 20s before they mature, and they're going to
Mhm.
dominate. You know, or they're going to be their best when they're
Well, like I said, I
28 to
hope he does
32.
good this year. I hope he proves me wrong this year. But I've not been impressed with what I've seen of him in the last.
He's always
Yeah.
hating
Couple
on
of
Bobby
seasons.
D.
The good thing about having him on a team is he can play the corners. You
Yeah.
know, so he can,
And
he
Irish
can
really
come in
good
and
at third.
Cassis, the big right-handed bat for Cassis or Devers if needed. You know,
Mhm.
so
Yeah.
just give him a chance, Christina.
He's
Just give him
he's
one
fast
more-
for being
one
so
more-
big, like being such like a tall, like he's pretty fast.
yeah.
Yeah.
Fast runner.
Great
he can-
arm.
Yeah.
Maybe goes and plays in the outfield if needed too.
Mhm. He's
Yeah,
pretty
'cause
athletic.
He could play right field in
I think he's
Fenway.
versatile,
He's got the arm and he can move around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Maybe he needs to change. Come on, let's start a Twitter fan page. Get him going. Christina will be handling that. She's like, nope, I hate him.
Yeah.
I don't hate him. No, I don't hate him.
Don't
No,
like
no. Hate's a very strong word. Like I said, I just want him to do better.
do better, of course.
As we all do.
Oh yeah.
I bet he's thinking that too. You know what? I want to be better.
Yeah.
I know when
is.
when he strikes out and he goes like this, he's saying, "Christina's so disappointed in me again." God, I know Christina's just so mad at me right now. And I'm like, "Yes, Bobby, I am. Now take that and go with it and do something."
Make that be your
So
motivation.
you're putting the pressure on him for the next at bat, so he's still
look,
thinking
it's not
about
your
that.
fault, Christina. It's
Oh,
your
my
fault
fault.
that Bobby D is.
Dang.
Send them goodbye.
Yeah.
Send them goodbye.
Yeah, believe in him. Believe in Bobby. Yeah, believe in Bobby.
Sounds like a T-shirt.
Yeah,
That's true. Maybe that's what he needs.
Right?
believe Bobby T-shirt. Hey, we do have a new Joe Castiglione shirt because he's going to the Hall of Fame. We just released that, so yeah, and our bestseller, pretty much was our back to full shirt.
What's our bestseller again? Oh,
Back to
yeah,
Folk.
back to folk.
Yeah, not you're just being nice.
I would have
No,
worn
it really is our.
It really is our
just because
bestseller.
that's the one that's like most known or whatever, but that out of the specialty ones, Back to Folk is the bestseller.
That was
There you
the
go.
worst line I've heard. Okay, it just still makes me cry every time I think about it.
Oh
So,
yeah, it was my ringtone forever. You know, like my phone would be like Back to Folk, and then we definitely do need to do a Stab by Folk one also. That
Yeah.
one. Yeah, we need to do that. This Jeff Wax. I don't know if y'all follow him. But
yes. I
Okay,
follow
so
him
he's
too
He's
much.
hilarious. He said these are his questions for us. Okay. Who spends more time looking at himself in the mirror, O'Neill or Duran? I would say Duran. No, O'Neill. Oh, it's a very close call.
I don't know.
I'm gonna
I
say
don't know.
O'Neill because I don't
I
think
don't even know who's O'Neill. I don't even know who that is.
He's our
Tyler
our
O'Neill.
dude. Yeah, he's
new.
big and built like Duran. Like
He's a little
actually
bit
big.
more. I think he's a little
Yeah,
bit more
bigger. He's
than
more
him.
jacked. He does
Yes.
not look like a baseball player.
Well, Duran's not very tall. Like he's not a.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
He's
He's,
just
probably like 5.
Yeah, he's just-
I don't know. Maybe O'Neill. I don't know.
And yeah, I would say O'Neill, but
he looks
then he
more
said,
like
"What
a
does
little,
Sam Kennedy eat for breakfast?"
what?
Sam Kennedy, what does he eat for breakfast? I would say the tears of Red Sox fans because they're freaking babies.
Can we
Oh, he's always pretty happy. So whatever it is, he enjoys it.
Yeah,
He's a very positive guy. So
I agree. And it says, "How many hours a day does John Henry spend monitoring his investment portfolio?" These questions are so funny. I was like, I'm definitely doing these. And he said, "Can the Sox make the playoffs if opposing batters wear eye patches?"
We're eye patches. Oh my god. He is a character. He's always
He's hilarious.
everything.
Yeah, he's
And
hilarious.
who is this?
Jeff Wax? He's from Texas, but he lives in Texas. I don't know if he's from Texas, but he lives in like the Houston area,
Mm.
or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's always
so-
commenting. Yep.
Yeah, I'll save the other ones for the next episode. 'Cause they're- but yeah, so this is basically our first episode since last season. So you're our welcome back,
There
reunited.
you go.
Oh yeah.
Chisel the ice off the windshield and get going.
Yeah.
Huh?
And it
Welcome back to folk.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. See?
Let us know so we can all have our shirts on. I could have worn my shirt.
I know. I wanted
Surprise!
It was a surprise.
I could have worn my
should've-
Back to Me
I
shirt.
should have done when you said we have a surprise. When you said we had a surprise guest, I should have been like, yeah, and I'm like, oh, no, I'm just kidding.
Oh, that guy.
That guy? Oh, no, I'm just teasing.
No, you're our hero.
Just kidding, just kidding.
I'll never forget that moment, that exact moment here in those
Oh my
bars,
God, yes.
crying of happiness.
20 years. We're having our little reunion. The
Wow.
opening series. So
That's
at least the first reunion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's fun. That's fun.
that's fun.
Man, I can't wait to be back at Fenway, and I'm gonna be going to a lot of games at Polar Park. I'm gonna be singing the national anthem at Polar Park.
Yeah.
Yay.
I'll come see it. I love that park. It's
Yeah.
good people, like everybody that works there. It's just a great place to go watch a ball game.
Yeah, I'm excited
Oh.
about that. So it'll be fun, even if we're losing. I don't know. I always start.
Positive.
We just
Stay
started.
positive. Don't start
Just
down
started.
there.
Our team will be
start up
fine.
here. I stay. I like to manifest things, speak them into existence.
We'll be fine. We'll be
Yeah.
fine.
We'll be fine. We're gonna shut a lot of people up who's already like boycott Fenway and don't watch them and don't
Oh
buy
yeah.
Stop it. I
We're
don't
like
wanna
we are Sox addicts. Okay, like we don't have a choice.
That's
You think
true.
addicts of drugs, like the drug bad for them, they're not going to do it? No, they're
Right?
He's like, what?
We're a freaking addict. Yeah. I
We're
need my
addicts.
fix. Like that's it. Like it's yeah,
Okay.
it's not I'm not boycotting anything.
and
Yeah,
it's
no.
like
I followed this team all my life. Believe me, I've been through a lot of downs.
yeah.
I've been through worse seasons, believe me.
Oh yeah, definitely.
You guys follow that Thomas Carreri guy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? The one that said it's almost that time of the year for a team named after a piece of laundry to take over my emotions. And I died. I was like, yes, that's what it is. That's what it is. My gosh.
Yep.
They're going to be a good ball club. They're going to turn a lot of heads.
I think
Yeah.
so.
They need to come out and have a strong April to get everybody to kind of all the naysayers to kind of leave them alone and and kind of get on board. It's like, it's maybe these guys can do it.
Mhm.
Yeah. And
Right off the bat though, they start off on the West Coast.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got
that's gonna be rough.
11 games on the West Coast, and
wow.
so
Yeah.
it's good to get it done early though before you kind of
I was
get
literally gonna think that's what I was gonna say.
routine.
That's the only good thing about it. Is that it's good to
Yeah.
get it done early before you.
Yeah.
I think they go to Arlington, play a couple, and then up to Seattle, Oakland.
Mhm.
Mm. Yeah.
Times.
It's gonna be hard to. I'm getting old these days. Staying up 9-10 o'clock, like watch a game. I have a job these days.
Yeah.
I haven't worked
But
in
that's
a long
what's
time.
That's what's hard for me is, being on, kind of in the West Coast time zone is, by the time I get the kids from school, practice, all this, I go sit down. It's like, well, the game's already over. Like the sun's not even down and Sox are over. And I'm like, I don't even get to watch a game. So
Oh
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
No. I'll stay up. I usually stay up for all the games. And I'm like with one eye open, but I'm still like, okay, yes.
Well, every year I've always taken opening day off. Always, because our games sometimes at 12, sometimes it's at 3.
Oh, now you won't have to because
Just
it's at night.
It's at 9 o'clock. So my
Yeah.
boss is like, is there something going on? You haven't requested opening day off. I'm like, we don't play till 9. And then it's the day before Good Friday. That's just the way it landed. So we're off Good Friday, our school, because so I'm like, we don't play till 9. We're off the next day from work, so I can stay up late, watch the game, and sleep in the morning. Like I'm good. She's like, yeah, this is the first time in all your years that you've never requested opening day off. She goes, and I was like thinking, is something wrong? Is she that mad? And it's like, girl, no, there ain't nothing wrong. The game's not till 9 o'clock at night. So like, there's why waste it? Like, why take one of my, use one of my personal days when I get out of work at 4? I'm like, no, the game's not till 9. I'll perfectly fine. Save my
opening
day.
day is 9 o'clock start.
Because we play in Seattle. It starts at 9
my bad.
Not opening. No, not
I'm
opening.
thinking home
not the
opener.
home opener.
No, not home opener.
my
No,
bad.
I'm saying I'm saying opening day. March 28th is opening day, and
I'll be at the home opener.
we don't play till 9:10 because we're playing in Seattle.
Yeah. So it's a late
But
game.
I've always taken opening day off because no matter where, because the game sometimes can be at 12, sometimes it can be at 3. So I just always take it off. But this year it's not till 9, so I was like, there's no need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good boss, though. She's very, she remembers. She's like worried about you.
Oh, because I always put appointment because I use a sick day, so I don't have to use my personal days because my personal days carry over, but my sick days you have to use so many and they don't. It's a school teacher thing. You get state, you get sick, you get local, you get state.
Yeah.
It's just the way it works. And so I always use a sick day on opening day. You know?
There you go.
And so she's like, "Are we not getting sick this year?" I'm like, "No, the game's not till 9."
No, we're getting very sick. It's a different time of the day. Yeah.
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 So
I always
I'll still be, but yeah. Hopefully there'll be home run shots.
We know.
That's my tradition. Opening day, on opening day, and we hit home runs. It's a home run shot.
home run shot.
We should
There
do
you go.
it.
It's good tradition.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do it on opening day, and then if we make the playoffs, and then once we make the playoffs, every home run we hit in the playoff, I take a shot. I don't do it all 162 games because then my poor liver.
Our
would be,
liver. Yeah. Our liver.
it would be gone. I wouldn't be here. No, I'm just kidding. but opening day, home run shots, right, Mo? And then if we make the playoffs, home run shots in the playoffs. So yeah, that's been my
I got
tradition.
really good at taking tequila shots being around Christina.
That's my blood type. T for tequila.
And she's like,
I don't have blood type A, nothing B. When they ask me what's your blood type, T tequila. This girl loves her tequila. A little too much last night.
You are so funny.
and yeah, and well,
Yeah, Mel got good at taking tequila shots around me.
oh nice. We'll have to do that. We'll have to invite you to one of our party shows. Our little
You'll be the
party.
only sober one.
Yeah.
We're like falling apart.
That'd be something be like,
Right,
How do I
remember? We're gonna be recording the ceiling, not even our
yeah,
favorite
we're like,
around.
hey.
Just make sure you have a good backdrop,
Yes.
Oh
something
yeah.
to look at.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I'm
Aw.
definitely like adjusting. I do at my apartment have this is just a fake screen, but I had that in my computer.
It's not real.
No,
Really?
this isn't. I'm not really at
You had to
Fenway
clarify that.
right now. No,
Right.
not
Glitching in and out, like you're coming
Yeah.
out.
I mean, I do have.
This is my guest bedroom, but I was like, I'm just gonna go to the guest bedroom because my husband's watching TV, and I said that way I don't have to. Because the other day when I was on that other podcast when we were guests, he went into the bedroom. He's like, that way I won't bother you. And I was like, no. I said, you could stay here and watch TV. I'll come to the. My guest bedroom is a Red Sox room. No Yankee
Red
fans
Sox
allowed.
theme.
Yeah, she has
A little
so
Wally.
much stuff in there. So much stuff. Like she
Yeah,
has
my whole room. It's all my Red
There's
Sox.
more Red Sox stuff than anybody I know, and I have a lot, but she has way more.
She does. She does.
I've had a lot of
She has
years though.
issues.
We've seen the
She-
video of your closet. I've seen all those
She needs
shirts.
help.
Like every day is a different shirt. More than 365.
She has under her bed. She has a thing with things she has never worn.
There's 162 games, and I can wear a new shirt every game if I wanted
Oh,
to.
wow, that's pretty good.
That is
Yeah, a lot. I thought I had a lot. No,
Or maybe it's really bad. What's your therapist say?
Don't cut your hair.
It's retail therapy. Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
my therapist
So it's-
famous fanatics are
My therapist says, so
Sox
when
Addicts.
when that happens, what do you do? And I say, add to cart.
Yes.
Christina, when you feel that way, what should you do? Add to cart.
There you go.
My therapist is like Bobby G.
Poor Bobby.
Oh,
Leave him alone.
Bobby.
He's gonna do great this year.
He's gonna do
Yeah.
great this year. I would love for him to make me eat white words. I will eat my words. Yes.
Eat your words. I thought you said eat whiteboards, and I was like, what?
You know, I was like, wait, what?
I'm like,
Have you been drinking tequila? No, I'm just kidding.
no, I'm drinking Mountain Dew Zero, no sugar. You know, whatever. But yeah, well, it has been so much fun, you guys, and it's been way too long, and I finally got you on, and I'm talking like I didn't talk on that other podcast I had Keith on. I
Yeah,
didn't
you
talk.
just,
I didn't wanna
you just
take-
pretty
I didn't
face on the screen.
well, because I didn't want to like take any of their time because it was their show. You know, I was just there.
Yeah.
I was there for moral support for somebody. I don't know who, but I was just there.
You were just there.
So yeah, but I do talk. I talk a lot, obviously.
Yeah, that's a good time. You get caught up on things. You guys educated me on things, so that's good.
Yeah.
I know. He's like, who's
Now
that?
you know Montgomery. You know Snell. Wait, who is it? O'Neill.
O'Neal. He's
O'Neal,
big,
yeah.
big buff guy.
He's
Yeah.
huge.
I don't get a whole lot of Red Sox news in Arizona during the wintertime.
Yeah. It's
Oh, wow. Oh yeah.
yeah, and I get most of mine from Twitter anyway. Like I don't watch TV, so I'm checking Twitter or on the like different websites or whatever.
Bleacher Report, MLB. It's all popping on my feed every time.
Yeah,
we
I get
go-
like
The notification comes out like, what happened? Did we sign anybody? Who the fuck is that?
I'm like, who
Then I'm Googling that person who he signed. I'm like, oh, okay, well, he looks all right.
He's mid, right? We gotta use those slangs. Remember, he's mid. You know.
Oh,
Yeah,
He's
we're okay.
He's low key.
low-key, he's good.
We were talking about how kids talk these days because they're
Yeah,
like,
because like I low key want us to really sign.
I
Jordan
low
Montgomery.
key have to do this podcast tonight. You know?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
So silly.
But I literally think it's not.
We're
happening.
that old that we can say what these young
It's-
people are like.
yeah.
It's something you can say.
They're superstars in the making. That's how you should refer to them.
No, I agree.
Yes.
Yes, definitely. And I'll be going to some Portland to see the Sea Dogs, like for sure.
Once
That's-
it warms up,
Mhm.
man, that's a
the
beautiful
stars.
place to be.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm loving this. Like I love it here so much. I feel like I'm where I belong, even though I've lived in Texas pretty much my whole life. I love it here.
That's why they make airplanes.
Yep,
Right.
exactly.
Okay.
Easy to go visit. Yeah, I should be up there probably first part of June, I think, is when I'll get up there. So
Nice.
Kate will be playing
when the-
summer ball up there somewhere.
Awesome.
When are they doing the like 20th anniversary thing?
Opening day.
Oh, it is.
home opener.
Okay,
opener.
okay. I'll be there. That's awesome.
No wonder he said 9 o'clock. He was like, that's not what they told me in the
Well,
invitation.
that's what I was like,
It's like-
golly, I was like, man, are they waiting for national TV? Like, I don't know why you always think that you open
Oh,
up at
that
home.
is so cool.
I know. Well, yeah, I wish.
That's exciting. That's
Okay,
exciting.
Yes, very, very exciting.
Yeah.
We'll be on the
Well, thank
lookout.
you for
we'll
being.
we'll do it again.
Yeah, definitely.
Awesome.
It always like I
We'll
like-
put our
I like
shirts
the hat
on.
down, 'cause it's not a green screen and it's beautiful there.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
Look at
that's-
that.
Yes,
It's
I
real.
love it.
very pretty out there.
That's all. Yeah.
That's real. I know that's real.
I had to borrow a sweatshirt for my kid because it's actually getting a little chilly now. So,
Oh wow. Wow. Dang.
Yeah.
Nice.
alrighty.
Alrighty. Well, we will be back next week with our bleeping city. So that'll be fun. And go Sox.
Yes.
Sucks. All right, ladies. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you for being a guest.
Talk to you soon.
Yes.
Bye.
All right. Bye.